Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a truly wild technological shift. We're going to trace the journey from a famously broken analog scoreboard back in 1976 all the way to today's lightning-fast Olympic AI and computer vision. It's a really fascinating story about how human performance literally broke the tech of its time and how modern systems have had to evolve at breakneck speeds just to keep up.
So here's our agenda. First, we'll go from the perfect 10 to AI. Then, we'll break down how we get data in a split second. Third, we'll look at testing this Olympic AI tech. And finally, discovering future Olympic talent. Let's get right into it.
Section 1, From Perfect 10 to AI. We're looking back at a legendary moment where athletes just completely outpace the display technology of the day. Okay, picture this. It's 1976. A 14-year-old gymnast named Nadia Comaneci does the unthinkable and scores the very first perfect 10 in Olympic history. But here's the kicker. The scoring board literally could not cope with a double-digit score. It just wasn't programmed for it. So the board actually flashed a 1.0. She was so flawless, racking up 6 more perfect 10s, that the old system basically short-circuited. And honestly, that perfectly illustrates why things had to change. We don't even use that old perfect 10 system anymore. Today, scoring is this complex combo of execution and bonus points, giving us total scores like 14, 14.7, or 15. The perfect 10 now only applies to the execution part of a routine, and the reality is, a modern perfect 10 in execution is so insanely difficult that nobody actually gets it anymore. Because the margins are just razor thin now, AI actually steps in to provide real-time data that complements the human judges. Think of these computer vision algorithms as an ultra-precise second set of eyes. They're constantly analyzing the action, catching things that are practically invisible to humans. We're talking slight missteps, a slightly bent knee, maybe a tiny falling motion that demands a deduction. It completely takes the guesswork out of finding those podium-worthy moves. Which brings us to Section 2. Data in a split second. This is where we get into the absolute core of how this incredibly fast tech actually works. To get those slick, high-tech graphics onto your TV at home, the computer vision pipeline goes through 3 distinct steps. Step 1, capture the raw data as the athlete is moving. Step 2, process that massive mountain of visual information. And Step 3, visualize it, turning all those numbers into the clean on-screen graphics we all rely on during the live broadcast. Now, here is the mind-blowing part. That entire 3-step process, capturing complex human movements, processing everything, and visualizing it for a global live feed, takes less than 1/10 of a second. Under 1/10 of a second. That real-time capability is absolutely crucial. Without that extreme speed, the graphics would lag way behind the live action, and we just wouldn't be able to appreciate the sheer speed and precision of what the athletes are doing right in front of us. And hey, this isn't just a gymnastics thing. This high-speed computer vision is already out there analyzing insanely complex movements with split-second precision across swimming, diving, tennis, and athletics too. To really hit the nail on the head, listen to this quote from the official Omega timekeeper. They use this tech specifically because it captures moments that, quote, you would not be able to see with your bare naked eye. Human judges are fantastic, no doubt, but human biology just has its limits, right? AI bridges that gap perfectly. All right, Section 3, testing Olympic AI technology. So, with Olympic medals, world records, and literally lifelong dreams on the line, how do officials know they can actually trust this AI pipeline? Well, it all comes down to a really rigorous, teamwork-driven testing journey. Omega doesn't just show up to the Olympics, plug in a new AI system, and cross their fingers. They scale it up slowly. They start super quietly at local, non-televised championships. Once it proves itself there, it moves up to televised national events, then continental, then the World Championships. Only after passing every single one of those tests is it finally introduced to the Olympic stage. Let's move to our final section, Section 4, discovering future Olympic talent. We're going to step away from elite judging for a second to look at an AI-powered physical lab built for regular fans at the Games. Welcome to the AI Talent Lab. Basically, regular visitors can step inside and run through a bunch of athletic drills. As they push themselves, the AI instantly analyzes their movement and agility, generating these detailed, real-time reports for human coaches. It points out exactly where budding Olympians might need help. It's an amazing tool for spotting and developing future talent. But honestly, it's also just a really fun way for everyday people to interact dynamically with AI. To see how accurate this actually is, a reporter went in and tried it. and the results were, well, pretty revealing. So, an elite athlete usually scores an 8, 9, or 10 across the board. A reporter, they completely crushed the cognitive drills. They said they channeled their inner concert pianist, going full Tetris mode to get high marks and reactions. But when it came to the physical output, their agility was just average, and their jump height came in at a measly 2 compared to an elite 10. They said it was actually pretty exhausting, but getting that immediate feedback really made them want to try again and do better. Oh, and after crunching all that instantaneous data, the AI ultimately told our reporter their best bet was to take up table tennis. Which brings us to the end of our explainer today and leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought. If you were to step into that AI lab right now and let computer vision track your every move, what new sport might you be a 70% match for? It really makes you wonder what kind of hidden athletic talent AI might uncover in all of us.